Have you ever regretted marrying me?
Never
Look into
ever.
my eyes and tell me
Oh
that.
please. I'm not even loving her more.
Oh, stop
Really.
it. Tell me, why are you loving me more?
No, you've grown into a very matured woman and a very responsible woman, and every single day, like I say, I spot things about you that makes me, love you more, and you're growing prettier and prettier with age. Your beauty is supposed to be declining, reducing. But it only shows that I'm taking very good care of you.
I was just about to say, all thanks to you, because if you're a happy woman, but I'm not happy about the fact that most of the time I want to. Okay, this is not even regret, but this is also an appeal. I want to be watching television with you as a husband. I don't want you to be in the room watching soccer or news by yourself, and I'm here watching my cartoons. We have to share those moments together.
That is because you are always watching something I don't want to watch.
Yeah, but that's why marriage is 50-50. Compromise.
No. Would you want to answer that first so I can?
We don't go out much unless it's social events or industry events. Besides that, we are mostly home. We like to share our fun times with our friends. We have parties in our homes most of the time. We invite our celebrity friends to come and party with us. Some are always very coded parties, no cameras, no photos, nothing of that sort. And sometimes once in a while we hang out at the beach as well. We like eating chips and chicken from a particular joint at the beach where we usually go visit. So I think that's just about it. He's a very indoor person. And
well, I think as showbiz, both of us are into showbiz, and our brands keep growing by the day. It makes you want to keep your life away from the public.
Yeah.
So I in as much as we both love to have fun, go out once in a while, it's not something we do most times because we want to have our own fun at home. We can have everything at home, so I managed to, in my own small way, set up a small pub in our home pub called Under the Canopy. All my friends know
the Fiawoo's Villa.
The Fiawoo in our Fiawoo's Villa, and so we have everything here, and
what he's saying, I think practically for me means that he's caging me in this house.
Oh God!
Because Under the Canopy has everything. It's a disco, it's a bar, it's a club, it's a restaurant where I'm the cook myself. So it's like everything I would do out there. The man has practically brought it to my home, and I feel caged. I feel like it's a trap, and I know it is a trap, calculated trap. Now he tells me he's going to build a warehouse where he will stock fresh food, tomatoes and everything. So I don't even have to go to the market. Yes, I don't have to go to the market. So if you don't see me anymore, I'm in my home, locked up, in my bedroom, anywhere that you find me, I'll be in my home.
No, that is not the case. I noticed, with what she's into, she's aside her being an actress, she does multiple things. She's an actress, she's a TV host, now a fashion icon, and that one is even broad because she has to randomly do photo shoots, because brands come to her to advertise some of their brands and clothes and what have you. So that takes her out most times, and because of that it's becoming a problem for me, because every single time she has to go out there, have photo shoots for brands. So I'm like, okay, let me build a small photo shoot joint for you at home too. This one is not called caging. This one is not caging. I'm just trying to make it, because you have to go to a hotel or look for a location and all. That's all stress. I'm making your life very easy for you.
That is not
I realized that most of the places you go to, you just go and stand behind some knives or towels and all. So I've done all the towels at home for you.
So that means that you have to be charging the brands who I'm influencing for location and venue, since we are doing it in our home.
So basically we're just very private and home people, couple who love to keep our stuff indoors, and so that's what is informed all these that we are doing at home. We love to have our stuff at home, not. Well, our wedding, I will say I'm proud to say we had, as showbiz people, you know, in as much as I was looking forward to having a very small, for us, if you ask me the men on a wedding day, it's their day. So if you ask me, I will do a very low budget, very small, few family friends and all. You know, that is my initial plan. But this woman would not allow me. You know, we started with 100, it went to 200, it came to 300. I even lost track of how many people came to our venue that day. But I'm happy at the end of the day, you know, because it's a once in a lifetime thing. You have it once and that's the end of it. So I made sure it was a very memorable occasion. Yeah. She was looking very beautiful. She was wearing one of the, to date, I can tell you, this one I'm not bragging, I'm telling you for a fact that her wedding gown in Ghana, show business, I've not seen any bride dress in such a very elegant, gorgeous looking wedding gown. And I am very proud that, you know, everything went the way it went. But there's one thing that was very significant for me, that it's not actually significant, but it's something that got me quite tense, you know. Hey, after all this money I've spent, I'm waiting for my bride. 3 p.m. I was sitting waiting. You know, we had a garden, you know, we didn't want to have, we wanted it to be a more, you know, private thing. So we had the church. I was waiting for my bride from 3 p.m. Wedding was supposed to start, I think the church proceeding was supposed to start from 3 p.m. 3 p.m. she was nowhere to be found. 4 p.m. she was nowhere to be found. 5 p.m. Cross 5 p.m. Then the is it the lawyer?
The registrar.
The registrar came to whisper into my ears, if it crosses 6 p.m. you have entered into another, so we'll have to do it next week. And I'm like, then I started sweating. I thought my bride has changed her mind. So I think that moment was quite a very, you know, tense moment for me. But she came out, you know, and she was looking very, very beautiful. It was worth the wait.
Okay, so in my defense, let me take it from the top, where he started by saying that our numbers went way up. I mean, as I mentioned earlier on, I'm an only child, it's an only child. My mom had informed our village of this wedding. They had rented buses to export export everybody to our wedding. Yes, even though it was strictly by invitation. And there are very few celebrity couples in Ghana, especially the woman being a popular person herself, and then the man also being that. So it was a wedding that caught on, and everybody wanted to quite attend. I mean, it got to a point where when I called a colleague to invite the person would even tell me in my face that even with no invitation, she or he was going to come anyway by any means. It was like that. So a lot of people did attend, even though our numbers went up. I'm very grateful for everybody that who graced it with their presence. We had almost all the top celebrities in Ghana coming through for us, and it was a very beautiful event. Most of my highlights is also when I saw him. I mean, I like a man. I've loved men in pink, and he wore pink on our wedding day, and he looked so sweet. Pink is my color.
Imagine a man in a pink suit. A man in a pink and white suit.
But it went viral. But you look so good. He looked so good. I mean, regardless I was late, but I had my family members flying in to surprise me just for the wedding and going back. All these were very memorable moments. Some of your big brother? Yes, even some of my big brother housemates came, and were my bridesmaids as well, you know. So I had everything happening for me at that moment, marrying the man of my dreams, and my mom was present. My dad is also alive. His parents are alive. His father, may his soul rest in peace, passed on not long after our wedding. So it's very memorable that he was around to witness it. So it was just a great day, and I'm very thankful to you. For the rest of my life, I will be. But my 10 years, I want to bigger.
After all said and done, after everything, we won our wedding.
The wedding of the year.
Was adjudged the wedding of the year. Yes, by is it what?
Jigga Awards.
Jigga Awards organized by what's that? Vice.
Yeah.
So that shows you it was a very, very, very great moment. Well, I will say marriage is not a joke, first and foremost. Marriage is a very, very serious institution. If you want to this is you going to, swear an oath in front of God, or pledging to God and your partner that you are going to spend the rest of your life with your partner. This is no joke. So I will advise my young ones, or people who are ready to get into a relationship, that don't go into relationship with financial or other benefits, expectations, with high hopes. With people go into marriages with a lot of high hopes, especially financially, and people do. I hear people say, I married a guy because he's handsome. Are you joking? It is not that. Are you forgetting that you're going to spend the rest of your life with that person, and that person will age. That person will age, and so what will happen if the person age and the prettiness or the beauty or whatever it is that you saw face? So marriage is not. It's forever. Yeah. So let's be very careful. In going into it, let's be very what's the word to use?
At this moment, I'm not in tune with you spiritually, so I can't find the word you are looking for.
Yes, you can't find the word I'm looking for. But on a more serious note, I would advise those who are about to go into marriage that it shouldn't be based on what your feelings or what you're seeing alone on the outside. You should go into it you should put a whole lot of things into consideration before you go into marriage. Yeah.
When I go on social media, I see a lot of young couples getting married, and I find it very beautiful. In as much as they say that the divorce rate keeps going higher and higher and higher, it's always my prayer that all the beautiful things and people I see, coming together in a union would last and should last and can last. I've always believed that marriage is not an easy journey, as my parents and the other people before me have advised me and spoken to me about, even before I got into it. I'm somebody who has always wanted a family. I've lived like that, and thankfully I have that. So it did take a lot of sacrifices, commitment, patience, tolerance. For a young lady who got married in my 20s, that is what I want the youth to also understand. Being with this man has not been easy. I'm sure that he's also tolerated a lot of things about me, but for me, specifically, he being prior, being a music legend, me being with him at that moment when they were 3, then the group, one left the group and there were 2, and I was still around. Then, it's been a whole lot of ups and downs, especially with his music career, but I have had to stay by him because of love. Because love should lead first and not anything else. We've been through ups and downs, even financial difficulties. It was that bad at a point in time when he had to single-handedly handle his solo career. We didn't have any producer and all that. It's like he's starting from scratch in the industry. So we went through a lot, but because I've loved him for who he is beyond what he was, so it was easy for me to be able to stand by him with every breath in me, and and fight it. And today his dream has come true. The group is back, and God has opened a lot of marvelous doors for us, and I'm very grateful. So to the youth out there, patience, tolerance, sacrifices. You won't need to do all of this to get to the highest point, or to get that person who is quality enough for you.